Hi, I'm Ariel. You're watching She Wants the Diction, and today I'm here to do the Snob Book Tag. I know you guys are probably expecting to see my vlog for the Queer Lit Readathon, but because the readathon ends on the 8th, which is this Saturday, and I post on Sundays, that would give me exactly one afternoon to edit, and that's just really pushing it. I need to give myself more time to edit than that, so instead, you guys get a tag video. This tag was created by Tia at Tia and All the Books, and obviously all of her stuff will be linked. Question 1, Adaptation Snob. Do you always read the book before you see the movie? And my answer to this would be yes. I'm the type of person that does want to read the book before seeing the movie going in, and there's definitely examples of when I have and haven't read the book before seeing the movie, like, and this is what tends to happen a lot, like when The Hate You Give was about to come out, I was like, oh my gosh, I really need to read the book first before I go see that movie. What happened was, I ended up reading the book, and then I kind of forgot about it and never went in to see the movie. So, yeah, that tends to happen quite a lot with me. My general policy is that, yeah, I do want to read the book before going into the show or movie, just because the book usually has more details, the book is usually better, like, you know, you can only choose one format in which to read books the rest of your life. Which one do you choose? Physical, ebooks, or audiobooks? Obviously physical books, guys. Physical books are my bread and butter. There's so many reasons that I could cite for this. I just like, you know, the feel of a book in my hands. I like the fact that it's not on a digital device that could distract me, even though I have a Kindle Paperwhite that, I mean, the main thing that annoys me is like the glare and worrying about the battery life, neither of which are problems on the Kindle Paperwhite. Audiobooks are not my thing. I've tried them several times, and I read faster than I can listen, and also, like, I don't really have a lot of, like, spaces of time where I can be listening to audiobooks. Like, I listen to a lot of music, and that's kind of my preferred thing to do. I'm trying to get into podcasts, but even those are hit or miss with me, so definitely my preferred format, physical books. Number 3, ship snob. Would you date or marry a non-reader? I mean, I already am, so this question is answered. Number 4, genre snob. You have to ditch one genre, never to be read again for the rest of your life. Which one do you ditch? I was thinking about this, and I saw a couple other people's videos, and I was like, ooh, you know what would be a good answer? Romance, because I literally never read specifically just romance, like, not a thing that I do. But I don't mind romantic elements in stories. But then I sat there and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? You know what's a genre that I really never read? Christian fiction. That's the genre I would choose, because that's a genre that I don't want to go into and annoys the living piss out of me, and if you guys have seen my other videos, you already know why. So, there's the tea on that one. Uber genre snob. You can only choose to read from one genre for the rest of your life. Which do you choose? Ugh, this is hard, but I'm gonna have to go with general fiction, because that's probably the category that I read the most from, and I don't know if that's too huge of a category or not, but I feel like you can get elements of other genres intertwined with fiction. You know, like you can have elements of a romance, but it's not the main course in like fiction books, so I feel like I can get a lot of variety that way. Alright, number 6, community snob. Which genre do you think receives the most snobbery from the bookish community? And I feel like this goes both ways. I feel like things like romance and YA get a lot of snobbery from people that read classic literature and adult literature, and people get looked down upon for that, and then vice versa, the people who read YA and romance or whatever just kind of look down on people who are reading classics like it's stuffy and old and why would you bother. And I just feel like there can be value in both. Number 7, Snobbery Recipient. Have you ever been snubbed for something that you have been reading or for reading in general? Boy oh boy. Okay, I don't know that I've necessarily been snubbed, but I feel like I've often been looked at weird for like having a book with me or carrying a book, or I get asked a lot of questions about like what I'm reading. Like it's unusual in this day and age to see someone carrying around a book or reading or whatever. So it's not necessarily snobbery, like they're not really negative toward it. I feel like they're just curious, and it's kind of like out of the ordinary, which is sad, but I can't really think of a specific instance where somebody directly made fun of me for reading a book. It's always kind of like they just want to know. And I mean, it's kind of annoying carrying a physical book, because sometimes I don't always want to talk about, you know, what I'm reading about before I've had time to process my thoughts, and I don't always want to talk about it with random strangers, because sometimes it's hard for me to explain what it is that I'm reading, which is one of the reasons I started this channel, so that I could work on externally and verbally expressing the ideas that I have in my head. I mean, yeah, if you want your privacy, carrying around a physical book is really not the best approach. I've found people tend to be curious and want to ask you questions, but as far as conversation starter, yeah, can definitely be one. Actually started a conversation with, I started a new job a couple months ago, and one of the coworkers that I'm now friendly with, our conversation started because she saw that I was reading a sci-fi book, and then a book by Logic, and we just had conversations about, like, you know, the books that I was reading, started talking about Game of Thrones. Like, I don't know, it could be a conversation starter for people that are interested or into it. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with another video. Peace.